Unstoppable writers, let's talk about chapter length, especially for nonfiction books. The word on the street is that all your chapters should be the same length because readers expect consistency. But is that true? And so we're going to explore this. The truth is that chapters do not have to be identical in length, but your reader experience should feel consistent. So instead of obsessing over every chapter must be exactly 500 words or 12 pages, we actually want to focus on what chapters are actually for. So, number one, a chapter is a container for a main idea or a movement if you have a story arc going in your nonfiction book. So, in nonfiction, each chapter should deliver one clear idea, whether it's a topic, a problem, a transformation, a skill, a revelation. And so, if a chapter takes 6 pages to complete that promise, awesome. And if a different chapter takes more than 6 pages, that is also fine, as long as we are evaluating and discerning that the chapter is doing what it's supposed to do. We don't just want to add fluff or create extra chapters for the sake of having more chapters. Really having that strong, clear idea for each chapter will help you know how long it needs to be. Number two, more than length. Readers are expecting a rhythm and an experience. Readers love to know what they're getting as they move through your chapters. If your voice majorly shifts, if the pace changes, that may be confusing to your readers. They want to feel consistent progress and they want natural stopping points. So that is where having a clear idea, a clear goal for each chapter will help you as the writer so that when readers are going through your book, they don't feel confused or like things are being repeated unnecessarily. A fun way to think about this is readers don't want to have one chapter that feels like a really light snack, and then the next chapter is like a really heavy Thanksgiving meal. You want your chapters to feel consistent. And then a few things to pay attention to when uneven chapter lengths could be a problem. One example is when there's a huge difference in the length. So one chapter is 4 pages, and then the next chapter is 40 pages. That is going to be confusing to your readers. We want to give our ideas the space and the stories and the illustrations they deserve without beating the horse to death. And the last point here is you don't want to stuff a bunch of extra content into a chapter simply because you don't know where else it belongs and you like the idea. So really being intentional, the focus of each chapter will help you discern what to include and what to leave out. And then 4, in terms of practical guidance, this is the range for most nonfiction books. The chapters often land between 1,500 and 4,000 words. But depending on your book may thrive with short, punchy chapters, and other books may need more deeper teaching. So think about your genre and think about your audience. If you are writing devotionals, your chapters are going to be shorter. If you are writing research-heavy topics, then your chapters would. And the last thing I would encourage you on this topic is to stop measuring your chapters like a ruler and instead focus on the clarity that you're delivering. And a simple self-check that you can give yourself as you write and then edit is number 1, did I keep the main promise or idea of this chapter? Is it focused? Number 2, did I give the reader a clear win? Nonfiction, people want to read for personal growth, for new insights, for healing. So always keep your audience in mind as you're writing. And then the third thing is, did I end with a clean transition at the end of this chapter that makes them want to keep going? So there you have it. Don't obsess over your chapter length. Instead, I want you to obsess about the reader experience of your nonfiction book and what they will gain from it. And I know most of you already have this, but if you are wondering if God is calling you to write, or you want to feel more confident in that calling, comment writer in the comments, and I will make sure to give you the link to get a free copy of my book, When God Calls a Writer. And the last thing I would encourage you on this topic is